Hi everyone, I'm Donna, and today I'm going to be cleaning some stalls for you. This is my mare Luna's stall, and we're going to do a complete reset on this. This is pretty urine soaked in addition to the manure here. So I'm going to get that manure out of here, and then I'm going to strip all those wet spots down, and we'll reset. My mares usually just come in during the day, in the heat of the day, so they're not in here a lot. But I don't want them to be standing in the urine or breathing the urine. So I like to keep it clean. And Luna's the messiest of the three. This is a combination here of water from her water trough and urine. I feel like she's always trying to make 2 points by peeing in the water trough. So I'll put a little sweet peas on this area here along with the other. The tools I'm using today are my favorite. I have used these for years. This little pooper scooper, my little plastic rake. If I'm picking up muck in the field, I have a metal rake that's exactly the same. It's just got metal tines instead of plastic. And then just a regular old cheap dollar store broom. The wheelbarrow that I have, it's probably been the best one that I've ever had. In our environment here, anything metal just does not last. And I've had this one at least 2 or 3 years. We did replace the tires on it, but it's holding up quite well. So I don't like to clean stalls when the horses are in because of all the dust. You want to keep their respiratory distress as low as you can, and I've got a mare that struggles with heaves. So this is sweet peas, and it's just going to help dry that up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that while I do the other stalls, and then I'll come back to it and sweep that up and reset this stall. So while that's sitting there, let's go on down and clean the other 2 stalls, and I'll show you them. All right, this is Promise's stall, and she's my neatest little horse. So she didn't even pee in here. We've got 2 piles of manure, and that's it. And then I'll just respread some shavings. It's interesting how some of them are so messy and some of them are so neat. Years ago, Promise actually used to stack her poop. And then a stall change, somehow after the stall change, change in location, she didn't do that anymore, but she's still not messy at all. I've already done her water, her hay bag, and her food. But we'll go see what a complete reset stall looks like. We'll go over to Callie's stall. All right, this is Callie's stall. It's been completely reset. She's got a whole new bag of shavings, a freshly scrubbed and refilled water trough, and then all her hay area has been swept up. Her evening meal is ready and waiting for her when she comes in, and she's got a totally topped off hay bag. So this stall is completely ready for a horse. Now let's go back and finish up on Luna's stall and get it squared away. All right, Luna's stall has had a little bit of time to dry, so I'm going to come back, sweep up this sweet peas. When the stalls get really bad, and after, a certain amount of time, I bring a pressure washer in here. I completely strip them as much as I can, and then I pressure wash them. It's kind of a big, nasty job, but I would say quarterly is probably a real good timeline to be doing that on, just to keep them nice and clean. I usually have to reset mats at that time too, so it is quite a big nasty job. I'm going to go ahead and sweep this up over here too, and then we'll catch her hay area. And if the horses were going to be out for a good while, you just leave that open with that peds on it and just let it sit and let it dry out really, really well. If you can expose it to sunlight, that's even better. All right, I'm going to sweep this area where she eats here. With lots of respiratory problems through the years, I don't want them inhaling any extra dust if I can keep them from it. I don't let a hay bag sit too long either. So sometimes the cows get some really nice quality horse hay. That super fine stuff I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. All right, now we'll pop open this new bag of shavings. And I just try to give them this one area. I don't want shavings everywhere. They don't live in these stalls. They come and hang out for a little bit. I just want them a nice place so that the urine doesn't splash back up on their legs. All right. Time to do her water. And this will take a little bit to fill because I've got it on just a shower nozzle, but I've already scrubbed it. So we'll set that to fill. And then she's already got her hay and her food. So now I'll go put my stuff away. I'm not hauling muck right now because it's raining, but our muck pile is all the way down on the other end of the property, and we rotate it with our big tractor. That is some good compost. It's super nice. This is where I store my tools, up out of the way here. The horses can't get to this. And then everything is always in the same place and handy when I need it. I wouldn't take for these. That thing, I don't know. It's a tool that I like. And then this is where I store my shavings and anything extra that I've got for the ponies. So that's a complete reset on 3 stalls. They're all ready to go for the mares now when they come in for supper. Thanks for watching.